To screen or not to screen, that is the question. Whether it is nobler to suffer 1,000 different sunburns or take aim at the sea of trouble by applying sunscreen. I see you're ready, Marina.
I am. Are you?
Not ready. Not yet. Are you heading out?
I am, and I've got my hat, I've got my sunglasses, and I have my SPF 50, or is it 60? Actually, it's SPF 60, and I've got my lips protected.
Ah, tell me about the lips because now that you mention it, I don't usually put anything on my lips, should I?
Well, I think you should. There's a couple of products that I've been using. One is Blistex, and they actually have a lip conditioner that has an SPF 20, I think. A Canadian company called Reversal, and they have one that's a 40, and it's a broad spectrum SPF. And then if you really want to go cheap and kind of pretty and pink, there's Burt's Beeswax, and that comes in different shades and actually kind of smells good. It makes me want to eat it.
Yeah. Well, I do apply sunscreen before I go on, but I use a mineral-based one. The difference between a chemical-based one is the one uses more harsher chemicals, which is oxybenzone and octinoxate. Now, both of these have been proven to be very unhealthy, and it causes very much harm to our reefs and to our fish and marine life, especially if you're going to go for a swim. And also for younger people, you don't want to be putting harsh chemicals on their skin, right? And older people too, because our skin is getting a little frail. So I do use a mineral-based one. Mineral-based one is based on zinc oxide, and it's more natural. And the one that I use is Think Baby because, hey, I baby myself, but there's so many out there. Just look for zinc oxide. So that's what I put on before I go out. But I will start using the lip one because I remember you had some issues with your lips, didn't you?
I did. It was a few years ago. I developed a little dry, scaly patch, and I just kind of like scratched it away. Didn't think much about it, and then it came back. And then I ended up going to the doctor, and he burnt it off. And it was the pre-cancerous cells that develop often when you get sun exposure. So lips are an area that are kind of forgotten about when you do this sunscreening. But as far as aging and what we need to do as we get older, we actually need to be even more vigilant about covering up and wearing our hat and our sunglasses, putting on our sunscreen, whatever that's best for you, because our skin as it ages, it becomes thinner and our immune system actually decreases. And radiation from the sun, of course, it's an accumulative effect. So that's why you have so many elderly people. Oh, I hate saying that word. How about aging people? We have so many aging people who are getting skin cancer. So I actually just talked to somebody who said to me, well, I don't need to worry about it because whatever damage I did, I already did. And so it doesn't matter what I do now. And that is a big fat no. No, 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 no. You need to be even more careful now.
Very so much more careful because our skin as we age gets thinner. And sunscreen actually blocks vitamin D. And we all know vitamin D is essential with calcium to build stronger bones. So sunscreen actually blocks the vitamin D from absorbing. So if you use it, also you should have a shower when you come back. Wash it off when you come home.
Are you saying that I should be taking a vitamin D supplement if I'm using sunblock or
You should be
sunscreen?
taking a vitamin D supplement, yes.
Okay, good to know.
Well, we know so much more now than we did back then. Do you remember when Oko and Mother, when we were small, we didn't use sunscreen, did we?
Nope. We would spend our summers with a big jar of Noxzema next to our bed, and I still remember that smell and the horrific pain of having that ice cold Noxzema slathered on your back because nobody had suntan. We had suntan lotion, and it was a coconut or a vanilla scented, very nice product, but it did nothing to protect us.
It was oil.
Yeah.
Just
We didn't
oil.
know.
Remember that? It was just oil.
Yeah. Now, how many times do you remember peeling as a
Huh?
kid?
Yeah. So many, and the bubbles, you know, the bubbles and the skin just peeling off. It goes like, oh, not very good.
No, I don't wanna think about, because last summer I got really badly burned because I made a terrible mistake. I was on antibiotics and had forgotten, and I went to Belize, and it was the worst sunburn of my entire life. I mean, my hands swelled up. I had to take Benadryl. Remember that?
There was like a second-degree burn almost.
Yeah. So you have to be careful too, because a lot of seniors are on medication, and it's easy to forget.
That's a very good point, especially if you're antibiotics. Antibiotics, you'll burn even more. You should stay out of the sun. So my dermatologist, I asked him, I says, what is the best sunscreen that I can use? And he goes, none. He goes, the best thing you can do, wear what you're doing, a wide brim hat, put on some shades, and wear long, loose clothing. Just cover up. But if you're going to go swimming, I guess you have no choice. Then you have to use a sunscreen. And if you do, use mineral-based sunscreen.
Mineral-based sunscreen? Is that what you're saying? Do you know of any do you have any brands that are reef safe, or just go out there and pick your own?
Pick your own. You can read the ingredients, stay away from chemical ones if you can. If not, there's nothing wrong with using them for short term. But you're better off with the zinc oxide mineral-based one. Read the ingredients, make sure it says the word reef safe. And I look at mine and I go, okay, this one is good for 80 minutes. Know when to reapply, because they're not going to protect you all day.
Right. Well, I gotta admit, I am a sun worshiper, and I know there's a lot of scary stuff going out there. But I got my hat, I got the shades, I got my lip protecting, and I've got my sunblock, and I am ready to hit those rays.
You are, and I am going to join you by putting on my shades and my sun hat, and let's go.
Let us go. And if you guys have any comments about sunscreen or any favorite products, leave us a comment. I'd like to hear your experiences, or even tell us your story about getting sunburned.